It's me Constantine here, and with one more tutorial making apps for WatchKit. In this session, I'm going to make an app with table, and as in the previous part, it's going to be live coding recording, so maybe you have to face some issues, but I hope no. But just letting you know, this is live coding without any preparation. Alright, so let's get started. So we started with a completely empty project. So I'll create an iOS project with a single window. I'll call it WatchKit table. Use Swift, iPhone, no core data. I'll put it into WatchKit apps, and maybe I'll create new folder or I don't know. Yeah, actually I'll create new folder. Number 8. Let's say table. Or it's 9. Number 9 table. We'll create a repo there. Okay, and here we go. So right now we just have an empty iPhone app. We need to add WatchKit extension, WatchKit app extension. You'll get the correct name, Swift. We don't need notification scene. It will make our app lighter and easier. Activate. Yes, please. Alright, so this is now we have a basic template set up for empty watch app and empty iOS app. So if we run it, it will be just an empty screen. Oh, and we get some unused icon for old watch dimension. I'm just gonna move it. Yeah, now we see just an empty window. So, but what we wanted to do is we wanted to make a table. So let's go to an interface and make some table first. Alright, so we search for table and we can drag and drop our table here. Now we have some table with one row. We can do more, but one is enough. Background image, no, we don't want to set up anything. Let's see what we can do here. Is one more. Table view, table row controller, content. Okay, so we probably would like to have some image and text. So let's find some label and drop it in our row. And also let's find some image and put it there as well. Our image is a bit huge, so make it just a fixed for right now and say it will be 20 to 20 pixels size, and we want to make it centered, same as label. But maybe we'd like to have a space between them. No, I would like to have a space between them somehow, but maybe we'll add this later, so just let's stick with this basic example with an image and a label. Like this, I think we can, if we go to group, spacing, yeah, we can do some spacing between elements here. So let's say we want to have a, I don't know, 10, yeah, 10 points, nice, exactly what I wanted. Okay, so we run, and we will see nothing, still empty window, because we need to set up a table view data provider. It's the same as a UI table view delegate in iOS. And we have to hook up IP outlets. Alright, so first thing first, we open our code. We have our interface controller. Let's rename it to let's do just a table controller, which I think sounds more nicer. Okay, then we set up a class. It's saying it's going to be table controller. Okay, and it should, assistant didn't work out. Let's do a cleanup. Table controller, correct. We can just help it out and open correct file. Oh, it's not enough space here, but yeah, we can do like this, and now it's fine. So what we want to do is we want to hook up our table view. So we select the table view, command drag, and we set table. No. Let's try once more. So something went wrong here. Table. Alright, maybe I'm wrong a bit here. We'll just figure it out again with you guys how to work with tables. Maybe I'm wrong or something. Okay, as again, we cannot find WatchKit SDK. So what we'll do, we'll just close on Xcode, clean it up. It's usually just clean it up and open again. Oh, sorry, it's opening at beta number 3, which do not support, or maybe it actually does. I can try. Does it support WatchKit or not? I haven't tried to run it. WatchKit on Xcode 6.3. It works. Maybe it will be even less buggy. We'll see. I get some unused images, but yeah, let's just skip them. Alright, we have. So if we go to WatchKit interface controller, WatchKit interface controller, yeah, that's right. Not sure if there's a WatchKit table. No, it's not a thing. It's WatchKit table interface controller. So it's WatchKit button controller. Face date, device group, image, label, map, separator, slider, feature. Oh, it is. But it's just a table. Alright. So what we want to do, probably, we would like to hook up our table to our controller, which we do it again like this. Command drag, reset table, connect. Okay, now it works. So it wasn't me, it was Xcode. I just changed and then to 2 space in the code. I like it more, it's more cleaner, I think. So we have our table hooked up. Okay, now we go back and we would like to create, let's say first we'll make objects, and we would like to present array of strings. So we'll say objects. Get some mentions on Twitter. String, and let's do just like 1 and 2. So we want to present them on a table. just those two strings. So probably we would need to make call a table, and we can control click and see how it, so it was what kind of method it has. It has a method set number of rows or set rows. That in this way we provide a data how many rows and how many and data to those rows. Alright, and before we go there, we need actually create one more thing. There is a table row controller, which is subclass of NSObject, and table row controller represents this row here. So what we need to do is we need to create a new class. Now let's call it table row. Has to be subclass of NSObject. We give it identifier. Oh, I haven't worked with this for a long time, so I'm also learning together with you. I hope you find it interesting and helpful. So we have set it up our row or table row. We'll just call it row. So we go to our table and we will say that we want to have set row types, set row types, and we will say that we want to array of 2 rows row. This is identifier to our row control row, like a cell type, which we set it up in a interface. So if we run now, we should get 2 empty rows, I think. At least I hope so. It's launching. Yep, and we get 2 cells. Whee! That's great, but how do we actually can provide the data there? So we have our table, and we set type rows. And what we do next is we will ask for a row controller. We'll ask a table for a row controller. So in this way, we set to a table that it should contain 2 rows of this type, row and row, and this type we have created a row controller which holds a UI, how it looks like, layout, and we set it up this identifier here. So now we will say table row controller and index. So we'll do maybe a bit another way. We have our objects, so we want to present as much rows as we have objects. So we will do the same trick as in the previous video. We'll say rows equal objects map. I probably should look for another solution. It doesn't sound map is a perfect, but it works great, and it's now yep, in return row. So we're just mapping our array of objects into array of rows. And again, I get some issues with it. No, I don't need in. So we have rows, and now we can pass it here. So if I add, for example, third row here, we will get a table with 3 rows. No, I don't remember what it is yesterday. What was this trailing closure syntax? Oh. Okay, I think it should be like this. X and yeah. Oh, can I do like this? If I do and slash, which it means I slash underscore means I don't care. Yeah. So I don't care about this parameter which I get. I always want to return a row. Oh, I didn't know it. So this is a discover for me. That's cool. So if we run, we get 3 rows now. I'm also learning together with you here. As I said, just like live coding session. So we get 3 rows, cool. But what we do right now, we want to go. So in this way, we just set table how many rows it has. But now we would like to actually hook up some data to every row, and we do it a bit in a different way than in iOS. In iOS, we have this data source, and table is asking us every time, like our data source have, what's the data for this row, what's the data for that row. But in a table here in WatchKit, we do it a bit differently. So we would get our table, and we actually ask for a controller for this table at index. And at index means that you can say like give me a for first row or for second row. But what we will do actually, we will iterate for row or object in objects. So iterate through all objects or actually I can do it, I think just a number, and from 0 to objects count, not including. Can you do like this? No, or just 2 dots? Oh, I forgot how this loses range. Yeah, it should be like 2 dots. From 0 2 dots, and yeah, I was right. 2 dots, and minor is correct here. Means from 0 to objects count but not included. So we'll iterate to all this count, and we will take object from objects that as in that index, and we will ask for the same row controller at the same index, and it will be row. Oh, we can just call it row, And now we would like to our row, we would like to say, hey, I want to get some label and get the image and assign some text or images we'll have in future. So the proper for this row, it should hold an IB outlet to user interface. We go back, we have our image, so we open assistant, and we go to table row, and we connect our image to the table row and so image, and when we grab our label, and we also say, okay, this is a label, and we need to import WatchKit here. Alright, so we are ready. We go back, and now we take a row. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is correct way to do it. So if we say, if we read a bit documentation, row controller Unix return a row controller for the row special index enable. Yeah, that's fine. We get our row and it should have label, labels. It should have set title or something like this. Yeah. Okay, our constant row in here is report item. Right, so this is of type any object, so we should probably cast it to a row. Our table row. In table row, we do it in a safe way with optional binding if let. So then we have a row label, and we can call set text and actually set an object. Just an object which represents an text from our array. Alright, we run it. We can open nice visual view if you want to see it nicely, which I prefer actually. Alright, it's a bit slower, but hopefully it will work. Actually, oh no, it's not right here. Alright, so now it's 1, 2, and 2. Yeah, so it works. If we change to 20 and run it again, we should get an object with 20. As you see, it works. Alright, so this is our small table. Let's just go and cover it once again what we did. So we will hide this. It's always stay here. We'll just close it with a window. So first we added a table component to our controller, which created for us a row in and a group. Then we added an image and label, just we set it up some layout, and we created one more object which actually represents a controller for this row. A controller is just an object that holds a connection to IB outlets to UI elements inside of this row. So in our case it was like a table row with just a simple NS object that holds two IB outlets, and we hook them up. So this is just like an object that hooks up your UI elements. and we hooked up table to a view control, our interface controller. I'm sorry. Alright, so we have in our interface controller, table interface controller, we have a table and we have an object. When our view gets activated, we say how many rows we want and what kind of type of rows. So if I want to have a show different rows, like maybe a header row or whatever, another row, so you can say, for example, we can actually do it maybe here in the demo, or maybe it will be complicated, so we'll take it another one. So you can have different rows, so like row 1, and you can have like different type of row as well, like row 2, and then it will show different rows. So we set up how many rows we want to have and what kind of type, and then we take each row and ask for table. We ask for a controller for that row, and we assign a data to this controller. And when it's going to be shown, it actually will update in this way, update its UI. So this was a first smallest part. I think we will continue doing it. I wanted to show some images as well. So we will make a new struct which will represent data. Row, let's call it row data. We will have a name, and we will have an image. I think it's type of string, and this is going to be of type image. Is it type of image? No. VK image. No. WatchKit. What kind of image do you have? No. VK interface image. Let's see, what do you have? Okay, interface image. You adjust it in your image on image named. So we will use image name, so it will just, you can hold it as a string. So we can image, let's say image name, and it will be also a string. Alright, so now we have our row data, and we'll say that it's now array of row data. We'll create it. Row data name 1. Let's just go set up some dummy data. Copy paste it. Like this. Right, so now it won't work because we need to set up correctly. So we select name and row image set image set image named. We say object image name. Right, if we run, we will see against the object with name 1, but we will see, because there's no image named 1, very interesting what's happened. Oh, it just doesn't show anything. So let's go and grab some images now. I have found some fruit images. If we grab them and edit them, and I have also, this is let's see the size, 64, no, it should be a 2x resolution instead of 1x. so many, a bit too much images. And then we have a smaller one. No, it didn't work out that way as I thought. So let's remove all of them. Yeah, also motion track, I think. Oops, no, I did it wrong. I removed images with icon. So we will go back and reset it. I don't want to remove our images. Oh my god, we got in trouble a bit, but yeah, we can. We can create a new one. It's not so big deal for us. But actually, I see that there is existing one, so we can just add it to our project. We select images. Now again, I'm back. We select new app icon. Wow. No, thank you. I don't want to use any iOS. Let's Apple Watch, please, only. There we are back, but we want to add some images. So let's just try to select them both and. Alright, so I wanted to kind of make the same resolution, different resolution, images a different resolution, but it don't work out, so let's just use the smaller one, and for tutorial video is enough. So the first image we have some apple. We just use a name of that image, or not a name, but this is name which shows here and here as well. So we set up some fruits. We can set also, when you work on these images, you can set the different attributes. Is it a single vector, or how many, what size should be for this image. Alright, so we set up different fruits, and now if we run, we should get some images up and running. Let's see if it works. We open emulator. Yes, it does. We have a black images really hard visible, so we can maybe do something about it. Yes, because our fruits are black, we want to change them a bit, so we can say an image, and can it have a. Now I think tint color wouldn't work out here, but let's just give it a try. I think what we need to do is we need to set up a background color, some background color behind that image so we can see it. And how we can do this is that we can make a new group. We could set up a background for whole row, but then it will not work, will not look up so nice, because we don't want to have whole row some red color, but now we see this image more and more better. But yeah, actually it works, and it's good enough. So this is how you set up a table view with some text and images. And this is basic for this tutorial. Thank you for watching. and I hope you see you next time.